Imagine being so good at your job that people actually despise you for it. Some actors were so terrifyingly real in their roles that audiences simply couldn't separate fact from fiction. Today, we're looking at 5 actors who played their roles so disturbingly well that they became villains in real life. From heartless kings to manipulative sociopaths, let's dive into the actors who were so good at being bad that fans couldn't separate fact from fiction. But before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting movie breakdowns, reviews, and recommendations. Now, grab your popcorn and let's get started. 1. Jack Gleeson as Joffrey Baratheon in Game of Thrones. Jack Gleeson played one of the most hated characters in TV history, Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones. Joffrey was a spoiled, sadistic king who abused his power, tormented people for fun, and ordered the deaths of beloved characters. Fans absolutely despised him. One of his worst moments was ordering the execution of Ned Stark, shocking audiences and proving that he was a true villain. His cruelty towards Sansa Stark and his enjoyment of violence and humiliation made him unbearable to watch. Every time he appeared on screen, viewers wanted to see him suffer. Jack Gleeson played Joffrey so convincingly that people started hating him in real life. Fans booed him at events, some even shouted insults at him in public, and he received tons of hate messages online. People forgot he was just an actor playing a role. Despite all the hate, Jack Gleeson is actually a kind and humble person. In interviews, he talked about how different he is from Joffrey and even found the fan reactions funny. He later quit acting, saying that he simply didn't enjoy being in the spotlight. His performance as Joffrey was so good, so real, and so terrifying that it made him one of the most hated TV villains ever, and unfortunately, it made some fans forget he was acting. 2. Jesse Plemons as Todd Alquist in Breaking Bad. Jesse Plemons played one of the most unsettling villains in Breaking Bad, Todd Alquist. Unlike other bad guys in the series, Todd wasn't a mastermind or a hot-headed criminal. He was calm, polite, and disturbingly emotionless, which made him even scarier. One of his worst moments was when he killed a young boy, Drew Sharp, without hesitation after the train heist. While Jesse Pinkman was horrified, Todd acted like it was no big deal, saying it had to be done. This scene shocked audiences and made fans hate him instantly. Todd also enslaved Jesse Pinkman, keeping him locked in a cage and forcing him to cook meth. He treated Jesse like a pet, even bringing him ice cream after days of torture. His actions were pure evil, yet he carried them out with a creepy, casual attitude. Fans hated Todd so much that they started hating Jesse Plemons in real life. Some people refused to make eye contact with him in public, and others even sent him hate messages because of his character's actions. His performance was so convincing that people forgot he was just an actor. Plemons later spoke about the experience, saying he was shocked by how much people despised Todd. While most actors hope their characters leave an impact, he never expected fans to react so strongly. Even years after Breaking Bad ended, Todd remains one of the most hated characters in TV history, and Plemons' chilling performance is a big reason why. Despite playing such a terrifying role, Jesse Plemons is actually a friendly and laid-back person in real life. However, because of his portrayal of Todd, many fans couldn't separate the actor from the character. His ability to make Todd feel so real and unnerving is a testament to his incredible acting skills, even if it meant being hated in real life. 3. Anthony Starr as Homelander in The Boys. Superman? This is Homelander, the most powerful and terrifying hero on TV. Anthony Starr plays one of the most terrifying villains on TV, Homelander in The Boys. Homelander is the leader of the Seven, a superhero team adored by the public. But behind his heroic image, he is a narcissistic, power-hungry sociopath who has no empathy for human life. He can smile in front of cameras one minute and murder someone the next without a second thought. One of the reasons fans hate Homelander so much is because he is completely unpredictable. He acts like a friendly hero in public, but when no one is watching, he is cruel, violent, and manipulative. He enjoys controlling people through fear, and his twisted sense of superiority makes him believe that he is above everyone else. Some of his most hated moments include when he lets a plane full of innocent people crash just because it's more convenient for his public image. Instead of saving them, he coldly tells them they're all going to die and then flies away. His complete lack of remorse makes him even more terrifying. Another moment that made fans despise him was when he forced his own son to kill someone and then smiled proudly as it happened. He sees his son as nothing more than a mini version of himself, someone he can mold into another heartless killer. Homelander is such a dark and twisted character that it wouldn't be surprising if playing him affected Anthony Starr. He plays the character with such intensity and creepiness that people have a hard time separating him from his role. Some have even admitted that they feel uncomfortable watching his interviews because they still see him as Homelander. Despite all this, Anthony Starr's portrayal of Homelander is widely praised as one of the best villain performances in TV history. He has made Homelander one of the most hated and feared characters of all time, and that level of acting comes at a cost, even if it means being hated in real life. 4. Jacob Elordi as Nate Jacobs in Euphoria. High school bullies are bad, but Nate Jacobs from Euphoria is on another level. Jacob Elordi plays Nate Jacobs, one of the most toxic and manipulative characters in Euphoria. Nate isn't just an ordinary high school bully, he is dangerous, controlling, and deeply disturbed. His ability to charm people while secretly ruining their lives makes him one of the most despised characters on TV. At first glance, Nate appears to have everything. He's the school's star athlete, comes from a wealthy family, and has confidence that makes people admire him. But underneath that polished image, he is violent, emotionally unstable, and cruel. He constantly uses fear, blackmail, and aggression to control those around him. One of the biggest reasons fans can't stand Nate is how he treats the women in his life. He is physically abusive toward Maddie, constantly gaslighting her and making her doubt herself. His obsession with Jules leads him to manipulate and threaten her, showing just how far he'll go to get his way. Every decision he makes seems to be driven by power and control, making him truly terrifying. Another reason people hate Nate is because he rarely faces consequences. He always seems to get away with his actions, leaving fans frustrated and eager to see him finally suffer for what he's done. Jacob Elordi played Nate so well that Euphoria fans couldn't stand him. Some even booed him at events and sent him messages about how much they despise Nate. The intensity of the reactions shocked Elordi, who said that playing Nate is mentally demanding and intense because he has to bring out so much rage for the role. Despite the backlash, Elordi's performance has made Nate Jacobs one of the most unforgettable villains on television. His ability to make audiences feel so much rage and frustration proves how skilled he is as an actor, even if it means being hated outside of the show. 5. Enrique Arce as Arturo Roman in Money Heist. Finally, the one character that Money Heist fans desperately wanted gone, Arturo Roman. Enrique Arce played one of the most hated characters in Money Heist. Arturo Roman, also known as Arturito. Unlike other villains in the show, Arturo wasn't a criminal mastermind or a violent enforcer. Instead, he was a cowardly, manipulative, and annoying opportunist who constantly made things worse for everyone around him. From the very beginning, Arturo was selfish and deceitful. As the director of the Royal Mint of Spain, he had zero leadership skills and cared only about saving himself. While others were trying to survive the heist, Arturo was busy creating problems, lying, and trying to make himself look like a hero. One of his worst moments was when he tried to become a resistance leader inside the bank, but instead of helping, he endangered everyone with his reckless actions. Every time the robbers or hostages had things under control, Arturo found a way to make the situation worse. Fans quickly grew to despise him. But what made people truly hate Arturo was his creepy and disturbing behavior. He was obsessed with his ex-lover, Monica, who later became Stockholm, and refused to accept that she had moved on. He repeatedly harassed her, made unwanted advances, and tried to manipulate her emotions. Even worse, he drugged and assaulted a hostage, a scene that shocked fans and made them despise him even more. Enrique Arce played the role so well that fans began hating him in real life. People would boo him at events, insult him online, and even send him hate messages, blaming him for the actions of his character. Some fans couldn't separate Enrique from Arturo treating him as if he was just as awful in real life. Arce later spoke about the hate, saying that playing Arturo was both a blessing and a curse. While it made him famous, it also made him one of the most hated TV actors in Spain and beyond. He admitted that even though he understood why fans hated Arturo, he was surprised by how intense their hatred was. Despite all the negativity, Enrique Arce delivered a brilliant performance, turning Arturo into one of the most annoying and despised characters in TV history. His ability to make people truly hate Arturo proves just how talented he is as an actor, even if it meant being hated in real life. And there you have it, 5 actors who played their roles so well, they were hated in real life. But remember, these actors aren't their characters, no matter how convincing they are on screen. Which of these characters made your blood boil the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching.